Hi, in this video we're going to be going over the mixed expressions section. Okay, and so I'm going to start off with this first example. If we have to take x plus 2 over x, and we have to write this expression as a fraction in simplest form, what we need to do is, we're adding it. So it's x plus 2 over x. So when we add fractions, we will have to find the least common denominator. So in this case, this x really is a fraction. It's x over 1. So if we look at the two of these denominators, our least common denominator in this case would be 1x. So, or just x. Now, because the 2 over x already has the denominator of x, we can bring down that 2. But in this case, we have to make, let me rewrite this. We have to make the denominator an x. So we have to think, well, how do we go from 1 to x? Well, we multiplied 1 times x, so it's like 1 times x to get x. But then whatever we do to the denominator, we have to do to the numerator. So x times x is x squared. Okay? Now let me erase this so it looks not so complicated. Okay. Actually, let me rewrite this up to the top as well. Okay, so, now we have a common denominator. So when we add, we're going to keep that same denominator. And now we just add the numerators. So x squared plus 2 equals x squared plus 2. Okay, and that's our final answer. Okay, now let's move on to another problem, which is pretty similar. Okay, all right, in this problem we're going to have 3 minus x minus 1 over x plus 2. Okay, so now remember we have to find a common denominator. Okay, now remember that this 3 is really like a 3 over 1, okay? And to find the common denominator, the least common denominator, in this case our least common denominator is x plus 2. Okay, so we're going to bring that down. X plus 2. So this already has a denominator of x plus 2, so like I said, we're going to bring that down. Okay, and then this will be x minus 1. Okay, I'm going to bring down that minus sign. Now remember, we have to have the same denominator, so x plus 2. So we have to think, how do we get from 1 to x plus 2? Well, we had to multiply this 1 by x plus 2. And then if we do that to the denominator, we must do the same to the numerator. Okay, now 3 times x plus 2. Now this looks like distributive property, right? Distribute that 3. So 3 times x is 3x. Okay, and then 3 times 2 is positive 6. Okay, and now we've got this. Okay, so we're going to keep that same denominator. Okay, now when we look at this, see how there's this minus sign. So right now we have 3x plus 6 minus x minus 1. Now this minus x minus 1, remember this is like a group. So this is almost like negative x and negative 1. So this becomes negative x plus 1. It's almost like we're doing a distributive property here. Like there's like a negative 1, and we're going to distribute that negative 1. Okay, so now this becomes 3x plus 6. So 3x plus 6 minus x. Right, minus x, remember distributing this, so negative 1 times negative 1 is plus 1. Whoops, you can't see that on the camera, can you? Okay, I'll rewrite that. x plus 1. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so now that we've got 3x plus 6 minus x plus 1, well, we can combine like terms. So 3x minus x, that becomes 2x, okay? And then 6 plus 1 is 7, so positive 7 over x plus 2.